5 with Arts for Learning is made possible by the Indianapolis Foundation, a Central Indiana Community Foundation affiliate.
Hey there. Thanks for tuning in to Take 5. My name is Bill Rasdell, and I'm a teaching artist with Arts for Learning Indiana. Today, I'm going to share my visual literacy workshop, Every Picture Tells a Story. But before we get started, please take a moment to like this post and tag a friend. Just about everywhere we go, we're constantly bombarded by imagery. In our media-crazy world, being able to read visual images becomes a much-needed skill just to help us make our way through each day. Being visually aware requires us to have some basic knowledge of the things that cause us to respond in a particular way to a particular image. Photographs are a valuable resource that give us information about people, places, and events. So let's learn how to take a closer look at a couple of images to help us recognize those clues so that we can better understand them. Now, as we go through this exercise, let's make sure we all get plenty of opportunity to point out what we see and express our opinions about it. Make sure everybody's thoughts are heard, understood, and valued, so feel free to express yourself. Be sure to point out things that explain what you see, kind of define what gives you the idea that you have. And notice how everyone's comments adds to the group's process. So let's get started. What's happening in this picture? What objects in the picture can you identify? Is there a particular time frame that these objects are associated with? What would be the same or different if the photograph were taken today? Is there anything in the photograph that you can't identify? Look closely. Bound to be something. How are the people dressed? That kind of gives you an idea of what time of history it might have been. What are they doing? Are they walking around? Are they business people? What do you think? Do you think that the people in the photograph are related? If so, how? What suggests this to you? Where do you think the photograph was taken? Are there buildings in the photograph? What do you think the buildings are used for? Is it a post office? Is it a hospital? A factory? What characteristics of the buildings or the environment period give you clues to the location? Why do you think the photographer took this picture? And what do you think he or she was trying to tell you? Think about it. Now that you're kind of getting the hang of it, let's try it with another image. Take a look here. What's happening in this picture? Same questions. What do you see in the picture that you can identify? What clues does that give you as far as time it was taken? That could be time of day, time of year, time in history. And once again, anything that you can't identify. Is there anything that just doesn't look like it fits? And again, how are the people dressed? Does that tell you anything about where it might be? And what are they doing? Do you think that the people in the photograph, once again, are related? If so, how? Could they be family? They could be from the same country. That's a relationship. And what clues do you see that suggest this to you? And once again, where do you think the photo was taken? Well, we kind of talked about that. And the structures in the photograph, what do you think they're used for? Use your imagination. Although there's no set time limit, up to 20 minutes per picture is a good length for discussions. And remember, silence doesn't always mean you're done. You may just still be thinking. Have fun. Thanks for joining Take 5. Be sure to join us next time for another exciting program. Arts for Learning needs your help. During this time of uncertainty, many teaching artists like myself are without work leaving our youth without quality arts learning experiences. Please consider donating to Arts for Learning's Emergency Relief Campaign. Your support would be greatly appreciated.